Mr. Hollywood Wokey Pants John Leguizamo is outraged with Meltdown after Meltdown, and I think a lot of jealousy towards Chris Pratt, who is of course playing Mario in the new Super Mario Bros. Movie. And I think a lot of this stems from the fact that he just can't stand the fact, and yes, he even admits it himself, he can't stand the fact that there is a white actor who is playing Mario in the new movie. So we're going to get into all of that because he's completely losing his mind over all of this. So let's get into this and see what is going on. John Leguizamo, by the way, is the guy who played Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Movie that came out in like the 90s. And he thinks that they are going backwards because they cast Chris Pratt. How dare they? So John Leguizamo outraged that the Super Mario Bros. Movie did not cast an actor of color as title hero. They're going backwards. Always ready and searching to find an identity politics-based lens through which to view any event in Hollywood, actor John Leguizamo has once again leveled criticism at the casting on Illumination's upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie, this time over its lack of an actor of color in the title role. And the racism gets pretty astounding, so let's get into what he has to say here. Leguizamo, who portrayed Luigi in the disastrous 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, regurgitated his tired opinion on November 15th while talking to the IndieWire on the red carpet of his latest film, The Menu, weighing in on Chris Pratt and Charlie Day's respective succession of the late Bob Hoskins and himself as cinematic versions of the mustachioed video game heroes. The Encanto star recalled how the 1986 film directors Annabelle Jankel and Rocky Morton fought really hard for me to be the lead because I was a Latin man and they, the studio, didn't want me to be the lead. For them to go backwards and not cast another actor of color kind of sucks. Racism much? I mean, you know, this is literally what Leguizamo does. This is what he does time and time again. He looks at everything through the lens of race. He just can't help himself. And whenever there is a white person who is cast in a movie, he starts to have a total meltdown over it, a tantrum on social media and in interviews, and acts like it's like the end of the world or something. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely insane. He never is thankful for all of the roles that are given to people of color. He's never thankful for that. All he does is just continue to look at roles where white people are cast, and he just complains about that. As noted above, this is not the first time the actor has had words for Illumination and Nintendo's animated endeavor. Shortly after the September 23rd, 2021 announcement of the Super Mario Bros. Movie's development, an upset Leguizamo took to his personal Twitter account to decry. So glad Super Mario Bros. Is getting a reboot. Obviously, it's iconic enough, but too bad they went all white. No Latinx in the leads. And you know that John Leguizamo is just not a serious person. He's just not a serious person if he's using Latinx, whatever you want to say, Latinx, Latinx, whatever, in his comments. Like, come on. Like, I just can't take anyone. This is like pronoun people to me, okay? I just can't take people seriously that talks with this woke kind of language that has basically been impressed on an entire society, and not an entire society, an entire, people group by white people. That's literally what is happening here. And yet these same people want to complain about colonialism, but then they use this type of language. It's ridiculous. Groundbreaking, colorblind casting and original. Plus, I am the only one who knows how to make this movie work script-wise. Now that is funny. That is funny because I don't think there's anything that could be further from the truth than that. I can guarantee you this, John Leguizamo, this movie with Chris Pratt is going to be much more widely accepted and much more wildly successful than your film was back in the 90s or whatever else. So anyway, so as we can see, this is what John Leguizamo continues to do. He just complains time and time again, and he doesn't seem to be stopping. But I can tell you this, Chris Pratt is a very successful man. He is someone who has continued to prove that he is movie star worthy material. Just go look at the Terminal List and how much he was able to bring that show to life and everything else. It's absolutely fantastic. He is a much bigger star than you will ever be, John Leguizamo. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.